Haemophilia, another sex-linked recessive disease. Once again, it is sex-linked. The genes that control this disease are located on sex chromosomes. It is recessive. It is recessive. Haemophilia is a sex-linked recessive disease. Very important from NEET point of view. In these patients, blood does not clot. Even if there is a small cut, a small bruise, a small wound, the blood continuously flows out. It will not clot in normal people. What happens if there is a small cut? Immediately there is a normal mechanism. The blood clots, the outflow of the blood will be prevented. Blood continuously bleeds even as a simple cut, very slow blood clotting. One of the protein cascade of cascade proteins is affected. In blood clotting, so many proteins are involved. One after the other, one gives rise to the other. One gives rise. This is called cascade. One of the proteins will be affected. This cascade effect will be interrupted. So there will not be blood clotting. Then types of hemophilia. The scientific studies have revealed that several types of hemophilia, no blood clotting. Haemophilia A, Haemophilia B, Haemophilia C, Parahaemophilia, acquired Haemophilia A, acquired Haemophilia B. Haemophilia is a major problematic. Haemophilia is a recessive sex-linked genetic disorder resulting in deficiency of functional clotting factor VIII. This point, recessive sex-linked genetic disorder factor VIII, important. Haemophilia B, it is also recessive sex-linked genetic disorder involving a lack of functional clotting factor IX, A8, B9. Haemophilia C, it is autosomal. AB or sex-linked. Genes are located on sex chromosome, particularly X chromosome. Whereas Haemophilia C is autosomal, on autosomes, genetic disorder, the G factor 11. Then Parahaemophilia. This type of hemophilia is known as Parahaemophilia, is a mild and rare form, sometimes not identified. Patient is not identified, though he suffers from this type of hemophilia, and is due to deficiency of factor V. What are these factors? Several factors are involved in the clotting of the blood, successful clotting of the blood. One of the factors here, factor V, this type can be inherited or acquired. Genes will be normal, sometimes acquired during the lifetime. Acquired Haemophilia A, it is a non-genetic form of hemophilia, not related to genetics, not related to genes, and is caused by antibodies against factor VIII. So the factor VIII is a protein. Against that protein, some antibodies are produced. These antibodies nullify the effect of factor VIII. It is an autosomal disorder. Then acquired Haemophilia B is caused by the body's production of antibodies against its own factor IX. The factor IX antibodies destroy the circulating ninth factor. There, eighth factor destroy, here ninth factor. Clotting causing blood bleeding. Symptoms: acquired hemophilia is extremely rare autosomal disorder. It is a autoimmune disorder. Autoimmune. Most cases acquired hemophilia are those with Haemophilia A. Haemophilia A is most common disorder. A, B, C, Parahaemophilia, like that 6, 7 types are there. It is very common. It occurs about 1 in 500 male births. Out of 500 children born, 1 will be with Haemophilia A. Annually, about 400 babies are born with Haemophilia A. Haemophilia B is the second most common type of hemophilia. Haemophilia B occurs in about 1 in 25,000. Here 1 in 5,000. This is 1 in 25,000 male births and affects 3,300 people in the United States. Causes: genes that regulate the production of factor VIII, IX are found on the X chromosome only, not on Y chromosome. X chromosome. Haemophilia is caused by mutations either in the factor VIII or factor IX genes in the X chromosome. Mostly, why that affects? Normally, genes will be normal under normal conditions, because if some mutations occur, if some changes occur in the nucleotide sequence of the DNA, they are called mutations. Because of the mutations, these defects. If woman carries the abnormal gene on one of her X chromosomes, females have a pair of X chromosomes, she will not have hemophilia herself, but she will be carrier of the disorder. So females will have XX. So 1X out of 2, 1X carries the hemophilia gene, no problem. But she will be carrier, she will be normal, she will be healthy, because there is a dominant gene on another X chromosome. It means that she can pass the genes for hemophilia to her children because she is carrier. Appears normal, phenotypically normal. There is 50% chances that any of her sons will inherit. Because out of 2 X chromosomes, one will be go 50% of the children and will be born with hemophilia. There is also 50% chance that any of our daughters will be carriers. So statistically, if we by calculations, 50% of the sons, 50% of the daughters will be with hemophilia carriers, born with hemophilia. Sons will be born with hemophilia because they will be having the XY. There is no corresponding X carrying the dominant gene. Here, daughters will be carriers. Sons become hemophilia, but daughters will become carriers. So this is father affected hemophilia, mother unaffected, son unaffected, daughter carrier, son unaffected, daughter carrier. If this is the situation in the family, father affected hemophilic, mother unaffected, normal. So sons unaffected, daughters will be carrier because they will be carrying the X gene of the father. Sons unaffected, daughters carrier. Then another case, father unaffected, mother carrier, means one of the out of two X chromosomes, one will be carrying the recessive, another dominant, but she is carrier. Sons affected, daughter carrier, son affected, daughter unaffected. Means 50% sons affected, 50% daughters carriers. So this is to show you, this is in males, X chromosome, Y chromosome, hemophilia gene on X chromosome. Y chromosome doesn't carry the hemophilia gene. So the family pedigree of Queen Victoria, British royal family, Queen Victoria, shows a hemophilic number of descendants. She is carrier. So her offsprings or daughters, granddaughters or sons and others, she is a carrier of the disease. So in British royal family, the hemophilia is running from generation to generation. In very rare, a girl to be born with hemophilia. A girl to be born with hemophilia means both of her X chromosomes should carry the gene, mutated gene, recessive genes. She should be homozygous. But it happens if the father has hemophilia. When does the girl become the hemophilic? Father has hemophilia, mother carrier. So this is all known. The genes associated with these conditions are located on X chromosome. Males, females, we have X chromosomes. So this is about the disorder, genetic disorder, hemophilia. It is sex-linked recessive genetic disorder. Sex-linked genetic disorder. Gene is located on X chromosome. There is no such gene on Y chromosome. Hemophilic blood doesn't clot because the protein factors involved in the blood clotting will be affected. Factor IX, factor 11, factor 8, factor 5, like that. Different types of hemophilia are there. So this is about the hemophilia.